Hello, dear Glorians of Standard 8. Today we will be continuing with the chapter Compound Interest. I completed the first question of this practice set, but instead of doing the second question now, I will be doing the third question of this practice set. But before starting with that, let us read the second question first, because I would want you all to do the second question of this practice set as homework. So I will just make you understand what the question says, then you can do it by your own. So the second question says, Samir Rao has taken a loan of rupees 12,500 at a rate of 12 PCPA for 3 years. If the interest is compounded annually, then how many rupees should he pay to clear his loan? So here, girls, by the question you can understand that Samir Rao has taken a loan of how much? 12,500 rupees, and that becomes your principal. Okay, then you have the rate given to you, that is 12 PCPA. Then you have the duration, that is 3 years. Okay, so here, girls, the question is a bit tricky, but here you should understand, girls, that the question is asking you to find the rupees that Samir Rao has to pay to clear his loan. That means the question is in general asking you to find out the amount that Samir Rao has to pay in order to clear his loan. So by this, girls, you can understand that you have to use the formula of amount so that you can finally get your answer. So basically you are going to use the formula of amount in this question, and you're going to get your answer. Whatever answer you are going to get, that will be your final answer, and you will write this final answer in a statement at the last. Okay, the way we do in word problems, we always write a statement in the last. Similarly, you're going to write it for the second sum as well. Now moving on, we will now do the third sum. Okay, so I will write down the question for you all. So here, girls, I have written the question. Let us read the question now. The question says, to start a business, Shalika has taken a loan of rupees 8,000 at a rate of 10.5 PCPA. After 2 years, how much compound interest will she have to pay? So here, girls, the question itself is saying you that you have to find out the compound interest. The question here is not tricky. The only trickiest thing is this question is the rate which is given, and this rate is given in the form of a fraction, 10.5. This is read as 10.5. Now you know half means 0.5, right? You have done this in your lower classes as well, starting from the 5th standard. Half basically means 0.5. So can I write 10.5 as 10.5? Right? Okay, so we will start writing down what we have. The first thing that we have is the principal, that is the loan that she has taken. So the principal is rupees 8,000. Okay, then you have the rate. Sorry, girls, I tend to forget writing the initials. Please, you all don't forget. Okay, rate is equal to 10.5 PCPA, which I can write it as 10.5 PCPA. The reason why I am changing 10.5 to 10.5 is just to make things easier for us to calculate. Okay, now the duration is 2 years. Okay, how 2 years? Here it is written over here, girls. See, after 2 years, how much compound interest will she have to pay? That means here in this question you have you have the duration given in words, okay, not in numbers. So you should understand that this is the duration given. Now we have to find out the compound interest, okay. But in order to find out the compound interest, the formula of compound interest is amount minus principal, right? So we need to know the amount in order to find out the compound interest. So firstly we are going to find out the amount, okay. So amount is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 raised to the power n. So P is how much? P is 8000. 1 plus R is 10.5, okay, upon 100, and duration is 2 years. Fine. Now we are going to make the denominators equal in the brackets. So this becomes 100 upon 100 plus 10.5 upon 100, right? We did this earlier in our previous class. So this I can write it as 100 plus 10.5 upon 100, right? Why? Because the denominators are equal, so hence I wrote it only one time, okay. Now after this we will do the addition. 100 plus 10.5 will give you 110.5, okay, upon 100 raised to 2. Now we are going to be opening the bracket, okay. So 8000 will be multiplied by 110.5, that is 110.5 upon 100 multiplied by 110.5 upon 100. This 0 and this 0 gets cancelled. This 0 is and this 0 is getting cancelled. Now girls, for your understanding, I will do the calculation in some other color pen, okay, so that you can understand. So I cancelled these two zeros, right? I'm cancelling this 0 as well, 1 0 with this 0. Now I'm left with 8 over here and 10 over here. So in the table of 2 you get 8 and 10. So 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, right? Now can you cancel this with 5? Yes. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s is 10, 1 is getting carried because here you have 11. Again 5 2s is 10, but you have a point over here, so we will put a point, and 5 1s is 5, okay. So you are getting your numerator as 4, sorry, I am writing it with red pen. 4 multiplied by 110.5 multiplied by 22.1, okay. So this is what you got as your multiplication numbers. Now you will simply going to multiply this and get your answer. I don't have that much time to show you the multiplication. I hope you all know how simple multiplication works. So you are going to do that in your working column. I'm just going to simply write the answer, that is rupees 9768.20, okay. This is your amount. Fine. I hope you understood the entire thing. This is the sum similar to the sums that we have done previously. The only difference was you have a number with a point in this case, okay. Now the question has asked you to find out the compound interest. So in order to find out the compound interest, the formula of compound interest is, girls, I don't have space, that is why I am writing it over here. Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal, okay. So A minus I. Amount is how much? We have just found out the amount. So it is 9768.20 minus the principal is how much? 8000. Okay, minus 8000. Girls, I don't have space, that is why I am trying to fit it over here only. Please make sure that you are writing it in a proper way below this. Okay, continue below this. I don't have space, that is why I am writing over here. So after subtracting, you are going to get your answer as rupees 1768.20. So this is your compound interest. But after finding out the compound interest, I told you this is a word problem, so you have to write down the statement. So you will write your answer statement as Shalaka will pay, Shalaka will have to pay, you can write Shalaka will have to pay the compound interest. Shalaka will have to pay the compound interest rupees, we will write this number, okay, 1768.20. So that's it. This is your final statement that you are going to write down. I know, girls, I tried to fit it in one page, but I hope you understood this sum. Okay, just make sure that you are writing it properly in your books. So now we will move ahead with another problem set. This was the last sum from this practice set. Okay, now we will start with the new practice set, that is the practice set 14.2. Now girls, we are starting with the practice set 14.2. Now in this practice set, girls, you have to understand that in the previous practice set we had sums related to loan and money, and it was all of the questions were about rupees and all. Okay, now in this set of exercise you are going to have questions relating to different types of things or animals and stuffs. Okay, not just money, you will be getting questions relating to different things. So we will be starting with the first question, and I will be writing down the question for you all. Let us now read the question. Okay, on the construction work of a flyover bridge, there were 320 workers. Okay, initially the number of workers were increased by 25% every year. Find the number of workers after 2 years. So girls, you have to understand that there was a construction site, okay, and in that construction site, or at that construction site, there were 320 workers who were working. Now after some time, or after in the span of few years, what happened was each year there was a 25% increase in their number. Okay, now you have to find out after 2 years how many workers increased with 320 workers. Okay, so in order to solve this, girls, firstly we will have to understand what will be our principal, what will be the rate and the duration. Okay, so by 320 workers initially, you can understand that your principal is this number. Okay, that is 320, or you can also write it as principal is equal to number of workers initially. Okay, so you, after writing principal, you put a equal to sign and write this statement, and then write how many were they, 320. Okay, now you have to write down the rate. Now girls, if you might have noticed, you have a number with percentage over here. Now this number is your rate. Okay, so rate of increase. Okay, this is rate of increase in workers. So how many percent did the workers increase? 25%, and this was per year. Okay, you have to write this 25% per year. Now you have duration to be found out. So your duration, that is n, is going to be 2 years. It is given to you all. Okay, fine. Now the question is asking you find the number of workers after 2 years. That means the question is asking you to find out the total amount of workers after 2 years. Okay, so by the word total amount of workers, you can understand that we are going to use the formula of amount. So amount is equal to P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to the power n. Now we are going to put the values. So I have 320 as my principal. 1 plus R is 25. Okay, and upon 100. Your n is 2. Okay, so we are going to solve it out. I have 320. This becomes 100 upon 100 plus 25 upon 100. Now I am going a bit fast girls, because I hope you know how did we get this. I have taught you this in our previous classes, but if at all you have forgotten, what we are doing is we are simply making the denominator equal, and hence in order to make the denominator equal, we have to multiply 1 with 100, and hence the denominator becomes 100 as well. Okay, so here you're getting 320 100 plus 25 upon 100, the whole square. So 320 100 plus 25 will give you 125 upon 100, the whole square. Okay, so 320 multiplied by 125 upon 100 multiplied by 125 upon 100. Now girls, why am I writing this twice? Because here I have the brackets power as 2, so that is why I am writing it twice. So 1 0 is getting cancelled with 1 0. I'll use another pen so that you can understand. This 0 is getting cancelled with this 0. Now you have 10 and 100 over here. Can you cancel this 125 with 10 or 5? So 5 2s is 10, 5 2s is 10, right? And 2 is getting carried, so this becomes 25. So 25 comes in the table of 5 when 5 5s is 25, right? Again I will do this with 5 as well. So I have 5 2s are 10, 5 0s are 0, 5 2s are 10, 2 gets carried, 5 5s are 25. Now I will cancel this 2 with 32. Okay, so 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 1 is getting carried, 2 6s are 12. Can I cancel this and this with 2? I can, right? I have 16 and 20. So 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 2, 0, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10. Now I have 4 over here and 5. Now I have 5 still. So can I cancel 5 with this 25? Yes. So 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are is going to give me 25. So what am I left with girls? 1 minute. Yeah. So I am left with 4. I am left with 4 multiplied by 25. Okay, and multiplied by 5. So after multiplying all of these numbers, you are going to get 500 as your answer. Okay. Okay girls, so this is the answer that you got. Now what did we find out? We found out the amount, right? So this is your amount of what? I told you, amount of workers, right? So you will have to write the final statement. So I'm going to write the final statement over here only. So answer, there will be 500 workers after 2 years. Okay, this is your final answer. So see girls, how did we solve it? We found out what is the principal rate and interest. We wrote that. We found out the amount. Okay, and the amount was the number of workers itself. So there will be 500 workers after 2 years. Now the second question girls of this practice set is similar to this first question. So what you're going to do is, you try to do the second question by your own, and also girls, if you see the third question, I'll just read for you the second question first, then you can understand. Okay, so right now I'm reading the first question for you all. The second question says, a shepherd has 200 sheep with him. Find the number of sheep with him after 3 years if the increase in number of sheep is 8% every year. So this question is similar to the first one. You have the principal as 200, you have the rate as 8%, and you have the duration as 3 years. So in this sum as well, you will have to use the formula of amount. Let us see the third question. The third question says, in a forest there are 40,000 trees. Find the expected number of trees after 3 years if the objective is to increase the number at the rate 5% per year. So here they are saying that there is a forest, and in that forest you have 40,000 trees. Now they are saying that after 3 years there should be an increase. Okay, they are expecting that there should be an increase at the rate of 5%. Okay, so you have the principal given to you, you have the rate given to you, and also you have the duration as well. There you have, I hope you have noticed that the duration is 3 years, right? Again you will have to find the amount, right? So I guess the third sum is also a kind of an easier sum that you can do it by your own. Okay, so girls, I would want you all to do these two sums as homework. Rest other sums we are going to continue it in our next class. Okay, until then girls, take care and be safe. I hope you understood today's lesson, and that's it. Thank you.